true. It's coming up to 7:45. It's 5 years since late night shopping in Newcastle went from one night a week to 6. The City's Council and NE1, which is a business support organisation, conceived the Alive After 5 scheme, and the idea was to make the city more attractive after traditional retail hours.
The organisations say the initiative has supported the later opening of big outlets with measures such as cutting car parking charges to attract people for activities like shopping, eating, visiting the theatre all in one go.
The aim? Tie the day and nighttime economies together, but has cutting car parking charges boosted intake elsewhere? Well, to have a look at this, BBC Newcastle's Paul Ging ventured out onto the streets of Newcastle to find out.
That's the sound that Newcastle City Council and NE1 imagined when they decided to get rid of car parking charges in multi-storeys in Newcastle. It was the sound of a cash register, by the way, for those under 30. Maybe you're more used to this, but you get the general idea. Stephen Patterson from NE1 says the difference Alive After 5 has made has been huge.
In the 5 years since we launched Alive After 5, we've seen an additional 9.7 million visitors in the city centre. Those are visitors that wouldn't otherwise have been in the city centre. The details are collected by our footfall cameras, which count every person that passes the camera on an hourly basis. So as I say, they're very robust.
But, I asked Stephen, isn't there a slight anomaly between the multi-storey car park stopping charging after 5, the campaign being called Alive After 5, but the street-level car parks in much of the city charging through till 6 p.m, Alive After 5 in the multi-storeys, but you only get your kicks after 6 elsewhere? But Stephen says there's no contradiction.
Ultimately, we just wanted to provide a really simple proposition for the customer. We worked very closely with the City Council, and the Council's 7 multi-storey car parks are all free after 5, whereas throughout the rest of the city you have different tariffs charged on different streets, what's on street, what's off street car parking. So ultimately we just wanted to provide a really simple proposition, and we have that with in excess of 2,000 free car parking spaces in the 7 multi-storeys free after 5 p.m, Monday to Saturday.
I asked some shoppers in Newcastle if Alive After 5 had made a difference to them.
So it makes a difference to people who are working in offices and things, because then they can shop at night.
It's a good thing for them, you think?
Yes.
Yes, it does give us extra shopping hours, and also it's convenient for after work.
So you do find it helpful?
Yes, I do find it helpful. However, I wouldn't like to be the assistant in the shop.
Would you find yourself coming into town later than you used to?
I do, because I work late.
All right.
Yeah, I normally come down later on.
So has that been helpful for you, do you think?
Yeah, great. Because if you finish work, I don't finish work till 5 o'clock, and you've got to get into town to get a few, like Christmas time, it's better.
And Councillor Stephen Power says Alive After 5 is here to stay.
Here in Newcastle, we're a regional capital for a shopping destination. We have visitors not only across the region, but across the nation and internationally as well. So we think it's really, really important to support our local businesses through initiatives like Alive After 5, and it's proved to be very successful. Over £500 million extra being brought into the local economy by it. It's a fantastic success.
Aren't you tempted, though, to maybe curtail it and bring in some revenue because of the cuts that you must be facing?
It's no secret that it's incredibly difficult times that we're facing here in Newcastle. Unfair government cuts are continuing to hammer down on us. But we think it's incredibly important to show confidence in our small businesses particularly, but also our medium, larger retailers. And this is an important initiative for us to carry on, ensuring that we can support those businesses to continue to survive in really difficult times.
OK, and we've got the figures out, the first estimate of how much the UK economy grew between July and September this year. That comes out at 9:30 this morning, so all things economy to come. It's just after 7:45.